And we're live, mother truckers, motherfuckers, all the above. It's your neighborhood Jesus, Shades Wade. Fuck is everyone doing? How the fuck is everyone doing? Clap again. Clap your hands. Say yeah. Let's wait for some people to tune in. Get on the head counter. Gonna need some music. Ooh. So we got our parts list. I crunched all the numbers last night, redid it. Then grab part numbers and stuff like that. So this Kick-Ass really streaming. This dude is like, good God, this dude just fucking streamed all the time. Jesus Christ.
Next chest I open, there will be a sniper. Okay, let's find out. I don't know how to wear drift with no backplane. I try. You guys keep trying to explain it to me. It just doesn't work. You'll spawn me the bolt action next chest. Alright, sounds good, love. Really concentrate on it. Meditate. Levitate. Chest. Oh, this is looted. Looted it. Probably poorly. Never mind, that all got looted, so there's nothing I can do over there. I don't like being between two big mountains, though. I need to get on top of one of these. Looks like we're going to that one, because there's someone on that one. You could only have one weapon once you go to. It's got to be the gold scar. Or maybe even one of the blue new submachine guns, honestly. Because the range on that isn't awful, and obviously my build is good enough that I can get within a good range of people pretty easily. And it's so reliable, close range. But my favorite weapon to use is a bolt, but obviously you don't want to just run around with a bolt. Right. How do I always have math? Because first of all, I get a lot of kills. Second of all, I farm a lot. Every house that I go into, I break every dresser, every bed, you get a lot of wood from that. What's the longest sniper kill I've gotten with a bolt? I actually got one for 242. My previous longest was 219, I think. I'm building up like there's no one in here. If there was someone in here, then I was kind of screwed. Yeah, that makes sense. It's crazy, but I mean, it does make sense. Oh, 300? No, I don't go for like crazy snipes like that. Honestly, I don't like giving away that position like that. No, my snipes haven't been crazy. I waited 2 seconds too long. Look at that sensitivity. That aimbot's fucking up there, boys.
All right, enough of that. I'd watch this guy all day if I could. He's that good. He's got 850 wins. Jesus. He's like your world Jesus. I'm the neighborhood Jesus. Damn, where's everyone at? Nobody on the head counter. 6 minutes in. It's usually George. It's usually Camo. Where the fuck is everybody? Oh my goodness, where the fuck is everybody? Killing it. Oh my goodness. I feel tired as a motherfucker. Can't believe it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I feel tired. Scrutinizer.
Joe has just worked himself into an imaginary frenzy.
We got one on the head counter. Broke Dad, what up, man? Am I the only one here? Dude, 11 minutes in, no one's been here. I think YouTube's like trying to PC police or something. I swear. There's usually something like George or Camo FK8 or somebody's like usually in here within like 45 seconds. I think the notification game is fucked up. How you doing, man? Working away. Well, last night I got the updated number crunching parts list. All the parts, part numbers, prices, and where I'm sourcing them from. So basically I'm gonna talk with Christian in a bit and send those over to Saki Bomb and see what kind of price they can work out, because basically with all that stuff on that list, I'm looking at about $2,100, $2,077. So we'll see what kind of price, you know, savings I can get through his shop or whatever, because he's done it for me before with the Exetti clutch package, hard race parts and stuff like that. And like, let's say the Exetti clutch and flywheel package, you know, that was like 600 and some change. I think it was like 620, and he got it to me for like 550 or something, or 560 shipped. But I've already decided what, let's say like I saved like $300. I'm gonna split it with him, and I'm just gonna send him $150 for like commission, basically. You know what I mean? Because like his laptop took a shit, and I want to get the homie back on his feet. So we get recaps, man. We got to have those recaps. Broke Dad says it's a great thing for you to do. I applaud that. Yeah, you know, like you got to support your supporters, man, because like that's part of the reason why I sent him like one of these webcams, this Logitech webcam. It's like $100, and I don't know. I just felt like, you know, I mean, somebody's like taking the interest in my build. I'm just some small fish. I'm not like a Zosh or a Boosted Boys or any of that shit. Somebody that's got like 100,000 subs. So for someone to support my build and take interest in my DC5 build, like, you know, it kind of meant the world to me, you know. Like even me losing my car in a flood, going to meet HondaVLOGs, like no malice, no regret. You know, I'd probably do it all over again. But yeah, we're get all these parts ordered. Then I think we're moving to phase 2. Well, we're really on phase 2, but it's like little subsects, you know. Get the parts ordered, and those will be coming in. But then get the motor out of the car, and get the engine bay painted first. And then from there, get the K20A in the freshly painted engine bay. And once we get everything mechanically sound, up and running, everything's good to go, get the rest of the paint and body work done. And before we do that, take out the carpet and the back seats to send those to the upholsterer so we can get the red carpet and red back seats made. And then, yeah, essentially that'll be good to go. Getting it all like an assembly line, man. It's a lot of fucking work, man. A lot of work. But yeah, I mean, the parts list as it is, things on this list: Toda oil pump chain, timing chain, tensioner, the K-tune shifter, the shifter stops, the spoon wheel, the hub, spoon thermostat, the fucking red M&M Honda banner you and I both had. Right Hand Drive Japan has that for $100 and they have them in stock. So it'd be kind of silly of me to order it through Go Tuning because I had to wait 3 months for it. And then friggin' the M&M Honda rear arm bar, the lower arm bar, it's like $130. Just like, you know, the little touches, man. You know what I mean? And then I was actually thinking about that BR system, the rev limiter system. That thing would be pretty badass to have, honestly. I'm still debating on that. Because that thing's like $270, but like there was this guy with a 5th gen Prelude that we saw there. And he had the BR system and everyone was wondering how the hell his exhaust, like he was like fucking shooting a flame out of his exhaust. And Flying Gato and me were like, you know, that's got to be unsafe for your motor, just dumping fuel. But it's not dumping fuel, it's cutting ignition time in. And that thing was hands down the loudest car there. And everybody was like, what the fuck? Eric's here. What up, Eric? How you doing, man? We're crunching numbers today, man. We got the parts list. Part numbers, the prices. We're gonna see what the hell we can do. But yeah, all that stuff, I mean, it's like between $2,000 and $2,100, and I pretty much have $7,100 left over. Like that's like where my budget stands as is right now. Between buying a laptop, I just got keys made too. That was kind of expensive. Not expensive, but expensive for getting keys made. And then let's see, what else? Laptop, keys, all the gaskets, valve cover gasket, oil pan gasket, and the rear main seal. Eric says on the way to the car, LOL, just left where I was working. Damn, cutting it short today, man. Nice. But so basically, I'd say we need $5,000 for between the K20A swap and the Recaro seats, the 2 front red Recaro seats. I'm probably gonna offer them $5,000. Like it's $4,300 for the swap, and they ask like their asking price for the Recaro is usually like $1,200. So let's just say $1,000. I've seen them sell there for $995. So we'll just $1,000, $4,300. That'd be $5,300. But I'm just gonna offer them $5,000 because I know they're not gonna turn it down. You know what I mean? You think they're gonna you know, push away and shy away $5,000 over $300? I really doubt it. Might even be able to get it for cheaper because I deal with them. You know, I've dealt with them in the past. I bought my Type R wheels there. I bought side skirts there, etc., etc. So true fucking story. True fucking story. But yeah, we'll see what Christian, his Saki Bomb can whip up, you know, if they can get me a good price on some of this stuff. Because, I mean, essentially this list is just coming from, the majority of this list is coming from righthanddrivejapan.com. The K-Tune shifter could either come from K-Tuned or K-Series parts. The irony, though, is on K-Series parts, the shifter is like $450 or something like that. And then on K-Tuned direct, it's $550. It's kind of weird, you know? It's like $500. I think it's like $500 at K Series Parts, and it's like $550 at K-Tune Direct. So it's kind of weird. Then the only thing I got to order from not Right Hand Drive Japan or K-Tuned is the spoon steering wheel. I have to order that from fucking Nangoon because that's the only people that have it in stock. I looked on Spoon and Right Hand Drive Japan. They're back ordered until September 30th. You know, it's just your luck, you know. Honda Day is the 15th and the 16th, so the fucking steering wheel wouldn't get here until the 30th, so kind of a pain in the ass, but the steering wheel is not that big of an issue. I mean, even if I wanted to back piece it and piece it together myself, kind of like just get like a Momo Monte Carlo steering wheel and then just buy the spoon horn button. Could do that maybe. That might be a way to do it. Because they virtually look exactly the same, you know what I mean? Broke Dad says save a ton of money. Right? Well, yeah, they're asking like okay, like the spoon wheel on Nangoon is actually not that bad. If you get it from Nangoon, it's $316. If I order it off Amazon, there's somewhere Amazon has a vendor in Japan, like Japan Performance or something like that. They want $450 fucking dollars for a spoon wheel. And Nangoon has it for $316 and they have it in stock. So that's already saving $140 right there. But I could buy the Momo Monte Carlo wheel for like shit, how much is it? I was looking this up before one time. Momo Monte Carlo wheel. Let's see. Yeah, you can get the Momo MCL 35BK Monte Carlo 350 millimeter leather steering wheel for $219, which is not bad, honestly. And then just swap out the horn button, basically. The only difference between this steering wheel and the spoon one, the Momo spoon collab wheel, it has the red stitching or whatever, and this just has, you know, black stitching. It's just black leather, black stitching, which is not the end of the world, you know. But if I could find one that has red stitching, that'd be kind of dope. I'm sure they have a Monte Carlo wheel that has red stitching. Hold the phone. Let's just look on a real site. Fuck Amazon. Momo Monte Carlo steering wheel. JHP has one. Yeah, with red stitching. There you go. Yeah, $219. Oh yeah, that looks great. I'd fuck with that. Dude, honestly, like here, I'll show you guys. I mean, that right there. There's the red stitching. Sorry for the shitty quality. But yeah, fucking I mean, you could just buy the let's see if we can find the Spoon Sports horn button. Sure, you can probably find it. Oh yeah, and you could get the see, because they have the new design is blue and yellow, and then the old design was red and blue. It'd be pretty fucking dope if I could find the OG red and blue or the blue and yellow. I don't really care, but you know what I'm saying. Oh damn, I didn't even see ICB. ICB Motorsport has the Oh damn, dude! Everybody and their mom wants $400 for this spoon wheel. It's kind of ridiculous, but ICB has it, so I mean, it's debatable because it's all about demand, you know. Like if I had to wait, let's say I get it from Nangoon for 319. Well, 319 sounds dope as fuck for getting, you know, the actual spoon Momo collab wheel or whatever, but essentially it's just a Monte Carlo wheel with a fucking spoon button. I mean, you know what I mean? Like who's to say? I mean, you could buy the fucking Monte Carlo wheel and then just get the spoon horn button and just be like, yeah, it's a fucking it's a collab wheel. It's the exact same. Where is it at? Spoon horn. Only problem is, can you buy the spoon horn button? That's what I'm saying. That might be a hard piece to track down. Yeah, Brooke, that says eBay knockoff. I see a Hello Kitty horn button. I see a Momo course. I see another Hello Kitty. JDM, bro. Just have it say JDM in really bad font. Momo. Or you could just rock the Momo fucking horn button. I mean, who cares? I mean, it's not like I mean, it's a Momo steering wheel. I mean, the real Type R steering wheel was a Momo steering wheel, so I mean, a lot of options though, you know what I'm saying? There's so many there's a lot of ways to do one thing different, you know? I just don't know. I just don't know. Because I'm not making like it's hard to describe. Like I'm totally where you're at, Broke Dead. I'm not, you know, I'm not into like necessarily a dedicated show car or something like that. It's more function always, but the form of things too is nice at some point. Like it makes you happy. It's not about making other people happy. It's about what makes you happy. So if the car is balls fast, drives great, has no leaks, no rust, you know, that's great. But then like, let's say red seats, or even in your case, like you were talking about getting some of the Recaro DC2 Recaro seats or whatever, like the red ones or whatever. I mean, it's completely unnecessary in a function sense, but like maybe that form makes you, maybe it's like almost like borderline function to you. You're like, dude, I just love the way it looks, makes me happy. And if it does make you happy, then it kind of is a function to a degree. Like it's making you happy. You know what I mean? Like all these people that put these like ridiculous sound systems in your cars and ice out and all that shit and air suspension, like it's really just for the fad, the culture, the slam shit and all that stuff. Like to me, that's where, you know, you kind of draw the line, because like there's no function whatsoever to slam. It's a negative camber. Like you're wearing out your tires, you're wearing out your suspension parts. You're you know, your car's not gonna handle good, you know. You're gonna go through tires, you're gonna have to roll your fenders and all this shit. And to a degree, like a nice set of seats, like to me, that has more function than any of that shit. You know what I mean? I mean, even you could even argue like let's say a nice pair of Recaro seats, to a degree, that's almost like investing in your seat position. Like you're more bolstered in, you're gonna be more harnessed in, so you can, when you're fucking slamming around corners and stuff and going fast around corners, you're going to be hugged in there. It's going to be more of like a driver experience, kind of. Same thing with like the steering wheel, even. Like, I mean, sure, you could use a stock seat, a stock steering wheel with a SRS in it still, and completely still drive the car. But like, it's like it's almost like accentuating your driver experience, your driver feedback. You know, you're harnessed in. You got a nice steering wheel. You don't got to worry about airbag hitting you in the face. you know, I don't know. I'm ranting. It's like almost like I'm trying to justify myself. There's a lot of people give me shit. They're like, dude, why you got a car again? Like, just like enjoy it. Don't paint it again. I mean, honestly, dude, it's not that Arctic Blue Pearl couldn't be good, but I think for the work we're gonna have to do, you know, I would, even if I wasn't changing the color, I'd still want to repaint the engine bay, because I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but like in the video or the walkthrough or whatever, I mean, the paint job on this car is garbage. I mean, it might look good from 20 feet away, but it's just garbage. It's got tsunami runs in the quarter panels. They fucked up the hatch. You know, they drilled holes in it and shit. They didn't know what the fuck. They painted the AC condenser. They got overspray on the radiator overflow tank. I mean, they fucked this car up paint-wise. They did no prep work. It's almost like they just like barely even taped or prepped the car and was just like, fuck it, spray it, bro. Let's just get this thing looking shiny. Leave dirt. Let's leave trash in the paint, you know, like. So for all the work we're going to have to do, like even if we're doing paint correction and, you know, re-prepping and touching areas up or whatever, like I think for that amount of work, we might as well just paint it silver, like the color I want, you know, like, I mean, fuck, I would take almost any color other than that blue the way it is right now, like championship white, satin silver metallic, yeah, the magnesium metallic you had on your 05 or 06, you know, like any of those colors look so much cleaner, just so much more acceptable. They're easier to keep clean, you know, like the Arctic Blue Pearl, you literally rinse it off with a hose. And seeing as I could, let's say like I used to rinse my car off or wash it every single day. I would wash my car every single day pretty much, just because I'm OCD like that. I want my car to stay clean. I keep a car cover on it and shit when I'm not driving. But even just like I'll take a hose and rinse off, you know, pollen or dirt or anything. You'll spray it and you'll look up on the roof like 5 minutes after you just rinsed it off with water. The fucking shit gets water spots in it. You know, it dries and leaves like a fucking milky film on it and stuff. And it's like, dude, I just rinsed it off. Like there shouldn't be all this. Silver can hide water spots like nobody's business, you know, like it's just it's not what I want. And everybody I've talked to is like, oh, I like that blue, man. What are you talking about? That blue is sick. It's like, well, it's not your car, one. Two, you're not a painter or a painter's helper. You don't know about prep work and you're not looking at it with a fucking magnifying glass like I am. And three, I like silver better. It's an easier color to work with, you know. Brooke Dad says, I agree. So I took a Dremel tool with my rusty fender well, tried to take it back to metal, but I basically found Bondo, I think. Damn. So you're saying somebody tried to correct the rust before. So even like beneath that rust is Bondo. Is that what you're saying? Fuck. I mean, on fenders, they should have put like chicken wire or something, you know, something to like keep the integrity. Like any holes or anything like a patch, they should take like that chicken wire shit, that metal, so then they Bondo over top of that so it gives it like structural integrity. That's rough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Eric says, I saw it. He synced it. Broke Dad says, just do a great silver again. Yeah, that small area, I think it will require a full cutout and then new metal. Man, no big deal. Yeah, I mean, it's still doable. It's just unfortunate, you know. But like, let's say I bought a DC5 Type R from Japan. Oh, excuse me. Hiccup. Let's say I imported one from Japan. 75% of them have rust on the underside. Little known fact. That's why there's so many K28 red tops for sale, because they take the motors out of the shitty chassis because they're rusted out. Like they can't make any money on the cars like as a whole. So they're like, oh, okay, we could maybe get 10 to 15 grand for this car if it were in pristine condition structurally. But we're just gonna have to fight with the customer. He's gonna haggle us down to maybe $9 grand. So that's not what we want to do. Why don't we just park the car out? We'll sell the motor for $5 grand. We'll sell the Recaros for $2 grand. We'll sell all the pieces and stuff, and we'll make our money back. We'll make more than 10 grand in parting the DC5 Type R out. That's why there's so many. That's why there's so many parts for these cars, because they're dismantled. You know, there's rust on the chassis, so they sell off the side skirts, the fenders, the fucking taillights, the fucking spoiler, the bumpers, everything that's not metal, basically. Like, it's fucking crazy. True story. This man Christian, it's funny as fuck. I'm taking a picture of the parts list and the parts numbers, and he sends me a text message, says, "Yeah, take that picture." That's funny shit right there. Christian, I hope you can. I hope you'll be able to read my handwriting. Okay, I tried to take my time with my my fucking penmanship, because I got pretty sloppy handwriting, not gonna lie. There he is. Yeah, take that picture. Beat y'all. The deed has been done. I'll see what's up. I read doctor prescription text. Oh God. Beat the y'all. Yeah, I guess we'll see what Christian can do price-wise, his Saki Bomb Garage can do, and from there we'll figure out decisions on the spoon steering wheel, whether I'll just suck it up and buy the real one, or piece it together Monte Carlo wheel and just run the Momo fucking button, or find a knockoff. Dude, I can't find a spoon horn button, like just selling it separately. That's probably why. It's probably why they're asking arm and leg, because they know they can get it, because you can't find a spoon horn button. And it's ironic, Christian was telling me he plays Diablo too, and what we're listening to right now, good old Thundercat, is this one song called Friend Zone, and he says this one line in the song where he's like, what does he say? He says something about Diablo, because I'd rather be playing Diablo anyway. What is that? I haven't listened to that shit in a minute. This shit. If you guys haven't checked out Thundercat, you're gonna want that Thundercat. HondaVLOGS says, "I'll sell you this spoon Momo out this S2K, or when he comes for his car, I'll say take it up with your own personal Jesus." Sorry, Jesus needed it more than you. Eric's laughing. That's right. I like to play Diablo.
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Cause I really don't wanna have to spell it out. The next time you call me, I'm gonna sit there at the screen.
Yeah, Christian, let me know if that handwrite, if you want me to type that shit out for you if you can't read any of the numbers. There's the only one that's not the one that's an O that's not a 0 on the M&M Honda banner, the part number is 01504, then it's RGO. It's not RG0, just FYI. I found that kind of weird. I hate when they do that. HondaVLOGS says, did you want the lockout? Because it's like lockout 1, 2 or something and a 5th gear lockout. Yeah, I don't want the lockout because I'm not going to be like drag racing or anything. And I use 5th and 6th quite a bit. So I think I'll just get the shifter stops. They're like, it doesn't matter if you get it with the shifter or just order the shift stops, you know, separately. It's the exact same price. It's $59. So the shifter, you could, if you were ordering from K-Tune, you can get it like, you'll click on the shifter and let's say it's X amount of dollars. Then it has like little tabs for all the shit you can add on, like the aluminum shifter bushings or the 5th gear lockout. And that's an affirmative on the positive. That's an affirmative on the positive. What do you mean? I'm lost. I'm only on my 2nd cup of coffee. Forgive me. We got 4 people in here. We only got, HondaVLOGS says, LOL, I hear you. That's right. We got 4 people in here. We got HondaVLOGS, Eric, and Broke Dad. Who's the stalker in the back? Who we got? Who the fuck is in here? Oh, Sleeper Honda. What up, dude? What up, DJ? He says, I'm eating chips, but hi. Oh, yeah. DJ, man, you got any K20A wisdom or advice you wanna share with your boy Shades Wade? And Cam's here too. What up, Cam? Curious question, DJ. What ECU are you running, and what wiring harness? Are you running like the Type R ECU and the Type R harness? Or are you running a Type S harness and the Type S ECU Cape Road, or like what are you running? Because as far as I can tell, I should be able to run a PRB harness and a PRB ECU that's Cape Road, and then just put in the ITR with Toda header, Mugen exhaust, and cold air intake or whatever. Cameron says, hey guys, just woke up. Damn, it's was it like 5 p.m. for you or something like that? Or is it 5 a.m.? Yeah, I guess that'd be 5 a.m. Because you're basically like, what, 14 hours ahead of us? So yeah, that'd be 5 a.m. Good God. Good God, 5 a.m. Yep, that's crazy. Sleeper Honda says, I'm running, I think, my stock K20A ECU with K-Pro. Unless K-Pro is a standalone unit. I forget so much shit. Dude, I bet, man. That car is extensive. Sleeper Honda says, I have a conversion harness from someone, our crew. Cameron says, getting that shopping list together. You know it, man. You know it. Definitely. Yeah, definitely looking forward to the future. And I know it's going to be so much work before September, man. And not to mention my fucking grandmom's car just got hit. Her Gucci Fiat got fucking tacoed. Fucking ridiculous. She's not happy. She really isn't. She's being a good trooper, though. Sleeper Honda says, oh, goddamn it, that sucks. Dude, you want to know the funny part, DJ? She was going to get her car. She gets free inspections at Witten, like Chrysler, where she bought the car from. So she gets free inspections and oil changes, like the warranty service plan or whatever. They literally fucking ran into her. They were done with her car. They have it like in the parking lot. And then the guy that moves the cars around was in like a SUV or something like that and literally backed into it and just fucking beer canned the fucking quarter panel, man. Like, look at this shit. She's never put one scratch on the car. Like, I really feel sorry for her. And get yeah, I think this picture sums it up a little better. If it'll focus. Focus, do your thing. There you go. Oh, and also, okay, so they call my pop-up and they're like, so we're thinking like $1,800 is what we'll write you a check for that. So he's like, where the hell do you get that figure from? Did you do an estimate? And they're like, no, we haven't done an estimate yet. He's like, so where the fuck do you get that number from? Like, you just pull it out of your fucking head, your ass, like $1,800. This isn't our first rodeo. We own body shops. So literally he's like, here's what we're going to do. Do your fucking estimate. Send me a fucking email or a fax of it, and I'll do my estimate, and we'll see. We'll see what the difference is. So they were basically they weren't trying to go through insurance. They were just trying to give us an $1,800 check to the owner of Chrysler of Witten. So my pop writes an estimate, $4,300. $4,300. So then they send him the estimate. They did an estimate. $1,900 is what they say. They said that they were going to charge $25 an hour for paint work, $25 an hour rate for body work. That's like, he pays his technicians. He pays the glass guy more than that. You know what I mean? Like, $25 is lowballing the fuck out. And they're not even including like it's a Gucci model. So like the red and green Gucci stripes, they didn't even equate those into the mix. So literally he's, he's not happy. He's definitely like, you're not dicking me over. He's like, y'all fucked up. Own up to it. You're fucking with the wrong people. HondaVLOGS says some people would take that check. Yeah, some people would because they don't know any better, like they'd be like, oh, that's great. Thanks so much. Sleeper Honda said that's like $3K. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said to him. I was like, dude, that's like $3 to $5 grand worth of damage. And they're saying $1,800. Like, the fuck out of here. HondaVLOGS says and be like, well, it's something. Sleeper says, ouch as fuck. Fuck stealerships. Cameron says. Sleeper Honda says, this world is a sham. He's not lying. HondaVLOGS says, that estimate ain't Gucci, bro. That shit ain't Gucci. More. I don't know if Eric's still here, but he understands. More. For all y'all that grew up in the 90s, just tell me if you remember the movie Congo. That's right. Good old captain's negotiating, getting the money. He goes, more. Don't want nobody peeking. Old school's here. What up? What's up, Shades? What's cracking, guys? How you doing, man? We're just, you know, sending over the parts list to good old HondaVLOGS. Got all the parts. Got the part numbers. Got the suggested retail. Let's see what we can work out. Cameron says, hey, old school. Old school, you get the water pump in and stuff like that? Or is it still hot as balls? I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. This is the flood.
Well, the unexpected has happened, YouTube. Shades Wade's car is no more. This is what you get when you well, when you do nothing, basically. Nothing I could really do for this. Look at just fucked. Here with my new friend here. What's up, man? Make sure it's all right. And yeah, look at the Honda logo. It's just getting further underwater. And by the way, that windshield banner right there, I had to wait 3 months for that from Japan. So I'll be waiting for another 3 months for another one. And
local shit, I had like GW member stores and shit like that.
good God, it's fucking insane.
There's nobody in there.
Yeah, there's nobody in there. It's because I had the hazards on. They're about to bust the windows out. Let's see. Old school says, what up, camo? Fuck no, hot as fuck. Cameron says, just woke up here, old school. HondaVLOGS says, I got to bounce, bro. Old school says, definitely attacking it tomorrow early in the morning. It's a good idea. Cameron says, catch a Christian. HondaVLOGS says, hello, man, I remember this. Old school says, damn, bro, that's not a good memory. It's not a good memory. Not a good memory at all. Dude, I think it's going to be really like almost like lucid or surreal when we get the car painted silver again. I think it'll start really feeling like home. Like getting a K20A in there will be a whole nother experience, so it won't feel the same. But at the same time, I think once it gets silver and like get red Recaros and the new interior in there and the car is like becoming mine. I mean, the car is already mine, but it doesn't I know this sounds really shitty, but it doesn't feel like a car I'm like mad proud of yet. Like literally, my car never leaked oil. It never leaked coolant. It never had a shitty paint job, you know, stuff like that. So I think once like the work starts getting done to it, it'll be like almost like this crazy trip where I'll feel like it's the same car, but then it'll be a better car. Let's see. Sleeper Honda says K20A is way different. It's going to trip you out, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like limited slip, higher compression, a gearbox that's probably not made out of glass. Fucking old school says the DC5 is looking at me like, motherfucker, help me and quit filming, fool. Get a rope. Well, that's how I met that guy that took me in and gave me a place to stay for the night. Was like, he was standing by this work truck smoking a cig. I thought it was his truck. He was just over at the bar and came out to smoke a cig. So I'm like, hey, do any of you guys own this truck? Like, do you got like a tow rope or a winch or anything? Like, I literally need someone to help me get my car out of this fucking lake. They were like, oh, no, this isn't even our truck. We're just over at the bar smoking. So then, like, that guy that was in the video, Scotty, he totally, like, sympathized and, like, helped me out because he is into cars. He had a full carbon fiber EK hatch back in the day that got totaled. And then he has a WS6 Trans Am, the same car that my pop has. So it was, like, really kind of cosmic. I was like, so you're into Hondas, but you own the same car that my pop has. I was like, that's fucking crazy. Like, no joke. I was like, small ass world. And he got me a place to stay, got me some dry clothes, got me mad hammered drunk, mad buzzed, got my mind off of it. It was like the best, like, the best thing that could happen in the worst scenario, basically. It's like, it's fucking trippy. Sleeper Honda says it's the best route. It's the last true hand-built rip-roaring dual overhead cam VTEC motor. Yeah, dude. Seriously, I mean, the same guy that designed the NSX, didn't he hand-build those motors? Like, fucking awesome. Get ready for 9,800 RPMs and short-ass gears. Seriously. Seriously, man. That's going to be crazy. Have you ever dynoed yours, DJ? And while you're answering that, I need a refill. Intermission. Yeah. And Jesus is back. Let's see. Old school says 9,800 RPM, insane, bro. Sleeper Honda says, yep, 220 wheel horsepower, 157 torque. And is that with is that like with the like stock manifold and intake and all that stuff? Because I'm gonna be going like fucking 74 throttle body, fucking Pro Series manifold, Alpha Skunk 2 Alpha race header, no cat. HKS exhaust. I don't know if that shit makes a difference or not, but y'all. Ah, this shit's hot. I just burnt my leg. Somebody help me. Ooh. Let's see. Sleeper Honda says, did 12.8 at Sacramento Speedway. That's fucking dope. Sleeper Honda says, Honda math is low. Yeah, it's slow though. Yeah, right. Cameron says, LOL, joking, slow compared to my DC5. Yeah, he's got that Comtech supercharger, I'm sure. Sleeper Honda says, ah, sick. My Del Sol is faster than my NSX. Oh, man, that's fucking awesome. Cameron says, fuck yeah. Sleeper Honda says, LOL. Cameron says, I still have to upgrade clutch, but with the slip-in clutch, it made 380. HondaVLOGS got super street. Link. Sleeper Honda says, damn, my list is too long to want to type. LOL. Yeah, that link helps. Copy link. See what we got. Ah, God, that thing's so sexy. Sexy. Sleeper Honda says, LOL. Viralis.tv. It's got a computer plug and a downward red triangle. I don't know what that means. What's up, man? God, the thing is fucking clean. Clean, clean, clean. Okay, so K20A, Hasport mounts, Honda K-Pro, Carceps intake, OEM TSX throttle body, Carceps throttle body spacer, 4-to-1 race header, RBC port polish intake manifold, MagnaFlow muffler with custom piping, R-Crew fuel rail and custom fuel lines, Walbro 255 pump, Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator, the OEM DC5R transmission, hybrid racing transmission cables, K-swap shifter, drive shaft shop axles, Koyo DC2 full core radiator, R-Crew radiator hoses, Skunk 2 coilovers, alignment kit, lower control arms, password JDM front strut tower bar, Jay's Racing rear shock tower bar, ASR rear sway, energy suspension bushings, ASR subframe brace, Hawk HP Plus pads, DC2 brake upgrade, Super Blue brake fluid, steel braided brake lines, T37s, Dunlop Durezas, Type R style lip. I love how much money you put in your car, but you still couldn't make yourself buy an OEM Type R lip because it's like friggin' $500. I bought the real Type R fenders. I bought the real Type R side skirts, the real Type R wheels, but I can't make myself buy the front and rear lip. Like, I just can't, man. It's too fucking similar. Like you can get a replica from like, I got mine from Icon Motorsports. Each lip was like $60. Paint it, prep it, paint it, good to go. You know, looks the part. It's like fucking ridiculous. Custom front splitter, rear diffuser, Buddy Club P1 seats, custom cabin bar, personal Grinta steering wheel, FA5 Civic SI shift knob, Razzo pedals, Razzo mirror. Let's see. Props, Johnny Ingo at In1 Concepts, G Chang at Black Tracks for my tune, and Christian Perez at the Street Fighter compound, bro. That's right. Yeah, that's a fucking clean car, man. You should definitely, if you ever get too old to drive that car one day, like you're 80, you should just get that put in like the Honda museum or something. Or pass it down to somebody that's gonna one day put it in the Honda museum. The car deserves to be in a fucking museum. But at the same time, it deserves to be driven first. But if nobody can drive it, that would be a hell of a museum piece. Like, yeah, this was like the first K20A swap Del Sol. No fucks given. Where are we at? Old School says, Sleeper Honda, what's your NSX at Week Fest? I thought I seen it in there. The all black one, right? Yup, sweet. Broke Dad says, Sleeper. Cameron says, very nice DJ. Old School says, seen it in the Chronicles Week Fest coverage. Also, dope whip, dude. Broke Dad says, cool. Enjoyed your podcast with Christian. Sleeper Honda says, thank you so much, homie. Broke Dad says he and I are going to do one at some point in the near future. Really looking forward to a good chat. Dude, you'll love it, man. I mean, a lot of people think the term nerding out or you're nerdy is like a derogatory thing. Like, oh, I'm not a nerd. Nerd's bad. It's like, no, nerding out is good. Like, I can't remember how long our podcast was. We did Christian. It was like probably like 2 hours and some change. And like literally you would think you'd get like tired of talking about Hondas. Nope, not a thing. Definitely not a thing. It's like 2.5 hours felt like 30 minutes. I'm not even joking. Let's see. Cameron says Magnuson, not CT. Ah, got you. Yeah, it is Magnuson. Old School says, I also got the Honda Tuning magazine with your Del Sol was featured. Yeah. Sleeper Honda says, LOL. Yeah, dude. Dureza. Cameron says, Sleeper Honda says, oh, sick. Yeah, the crazy part, Old School, the reason I was asking you to check on what issue it was and seeing if I could find some of those issues. Him and Christian don't even have it. Like, you had issues of it, apparently, DJ, and you, like, lost them or something like that. Or, like, gave the last one away or something like that. Like, literally, I've been trying to track down that issue, and I cannot track it down to save the life of me. Sleeper says, LOL, who knows what's going to happen. Thanks, guys. Cameron says, needs boost. Sleeper Honda says, LOL, compression is too high. K24 is better for that. Yeah, true story. Old School says, you got some dope whip, Sleeper Honda. Cameron says, car nerd even better. Cameron says, low boost for high comp. Sleeper Honda says, I still have one issue. I have 5 years of Honda tuning, including mine. Damn, dude. I thought I had the OG collection. I probably got like 2 to 3 years of them. And not even like the whole, I'm missing some issues and stuff, but I have like from like, fuck, I don't even know what I have. I have, this is how many of them I managed to salvage. Because I lost a bunch over the years, but I had from, let's see. This was literally the first Honda tuning magazine I ever got. And how ironic is it? This is the car I ended up getting. You know? Fucking crazy. This is October, November of 2002. And then we go all the way to April of 2008. So we got like, it started with RSX Type R. And we got this Super Swap one. And we got another DC5. Then we got the all motor to the 9s issue, the CRX. And we got another DC5 deal. I love how DC5s made the cover so fucking much. We got this Integra. And we got, what is this, the Mugen Accord Euro R. And we got a Del Sol. And we got, what is this? The another Accord. And we got an NSX. And we got an S2000. And we got an SI. Another CRX. Another Del Sol. See, I thought this was your Del Sol at first, but this isn't. I was like, wait, I have that issue. I was like, wait, that's not his. Another SI. Is that SI? Oh, this is Civic Type R concept. Was that a EG or EJ1? Civic SIR chassis. Bell. Four-door Spoon R-Spec 06 Civic 4-door. And then we got DC2 Gone Wild. That thing's crazy looking. But yeah, so the last issue I got are real though. So how many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Managed to save 18 of these babies. Let's see. Sleeper Honda says there's a website you can order the old magazines. I have no idea what it is though. Yeah, the only way I've seen the back issues is you can get PDF files of them apparently. Old School says, Shades, do me a favor and send all this to me. One day, dude. Sleeper says, yeah, I didn't get a cover feature. Sleeper feature. Sleeper Honda, sleeper feature. Sleeper Honda says, dang it, guys, I got to work. Do your thing, man. Thanks for stopping in, man. It was nice chatting with you. Old School says, but you did get a feature, though. And that's sweet. Honda tuning. Awesome stuff. Sleeper Honda says, peace out, suckers. Cameron says, later, DJ. Old School says, later, peace out. Hell yeah. Ooh. Rebirth of a getaway car. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, I didn't even know DJ's last name is Beck. That's like an awesome handle, DJ Beck. Reminds me of Beck. Reminds me of 90s old school Beck. I'm DJ Beck. Let's see. Brokedad says, guys, see the ITR sell for $43K on Bring a Trailer today. Another one? Really? Latest bids. Search. Integra. Damn, 43 fucking A. Broke Dad says my shit is too rusty and dented. 2 OG Survivor. HondaVLOGS says I had shades. Good news. I can get most of your list. I gotta talk, run some shit, and I'll Facebook you later. Good look, dude. I appreciate it. When you say most of the list, which ones couldn't you get? Just curious. Wait, Broke Dad, when you say 43, do you mean the white one that sold for 44.5 or? HondaVLOGS says Eminem B Rev. Oh, okay, that's all good. Broke Dad says, yeah, sorry, 44.5. My bad. Oh, you're all good. There's just like, I'm looking at all the previous auctions. All I want to know is who would put a bra on a Type R. I mean, something about this equation. I just don't like it. You got to take that bra off right now. I want them titties out right now. Cameron says, fuck, 44.5K. Broke Dad says old people. HondaVLOGS says, peace, homies. I'll be on the evening stream most likely. Word? Broke Dad says, word. I may stream from the garage tonight. Do it. We live for podcasts, live podcasts. Now, here's my question. Previous auctions, that white one sold for 44.5. The 33,000 mile one sold for 41. 58,000 mile white one sold for 40. 43,000 mile 97 sold for 23,000. 29,000 mile 2000 Integra black sold for 40. 29,000 miles. Then you get to this 2001 red one. It sold on 7/18 of this year for, guess how much? Fucking 13 grand, dude. Like 13? That's crazy. 13,750. That one was whack. Yeah, the underside of that car looks pretty. Yeah, it's got a lot of rusted bolts and parts. Valve cover's all fucked up. Dude, it is a pretty low badge number though, 318. But yeah, it definitely needs a lot of work. Broke Dad says red wrap over black. Fuck that. Who the fuck would wrap it red? I was wondering, I was like, did they even come in red? Yeah, a gloss red metallic wrap from 3M was added to approximate Milano red. Yeah, that shit's whack. I mean, feasibly, if it didn't have rust, you could just take the wrap off. But, yeah, definitely kind of whack. You want to know the funny thing, Broke Dad? You really don't see many of the Phoenix Yellows going up for sale. Out of all these previous auctions, let's say you got 4 across, and you got fucking out of 16 auctions, 1 Phoenix Yellow, 2001, sold on December 4th, 2017 for 30 grand. Broke Dad says, nope, never a JDM front either. This is for USDM collector shit. Dude, you're going to be rolling in money. You better hold on to that car, I'm telling you. Rust or no rust, that car's gonna be worth some bread. And Broke Dad says, I am. That's my boy. That's my dad. Good God. 28 grand. You're right. It doesn't even have how many miles are on yours? Broke Dad says, it's mine. I licked it. You can't have it. 134. Dude, that's not bad. This was badge number 628, had 63,000 miles on it, and it sold for almost 30 grand. That's crazy. Yeah, sold on 2001 and 10. What year is yours? Yours 2000 or 2001? Or is yours a fucking 97? I'm so lost. I feel like I've missed some crucial info. I think you either said yours is a 97 or yours is a 2000. I cannot remember. 2000. There you go. Thank you. See, looking at all these cars and everyone's got this car, this car, this car. I always misplace the years of people's cars to a degree. Oh no. No, don't even show. Man, I don't like that. Oh no. Are you guys ready to get upset? Are you guys ready to get upset? Maybe I'm mean. Maybe I'm a jerk. Maybe I have high elitist taste or something, but this is the most wrong thing to do with a Phoenix Yellow 2000 DC2 type. It's got fucking stock Acura RSX Type S wheels on it. That looks so fucking wrong. Just let that sink in, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I understand it's a track car, but why would you put heavy ass 16-inch Type S wheels on it? Eric says, oh, fuck no. Broke Dad says, do you know if I were to buy a 97 spec B18C, would it just drop right in and work with my 98 spec ECU? Dude, honestly, I think it'd work. Broke Dad says, or was there a change in ECU between those years? God, that thing is ugly. Dude, that thing is pieced together. Like, I understand it's a track car, but it is just fucking hideous looking. And it's K-swapped. What the fuck? What the fuck? They massacred this car, dude. They massacred this fucking car. Good God. That is fucking horrible. That is horrible. I don't want to look at that anymore. I kind of feel like Broke Dad. If you're gonna K-swap a DC2, make sure it's like a DC4. Don't take a DC2 Type R and take the B18C out of it and throw RSX rims on it, and like, I can understand if you got a GS or GSR or an LS or something like that, but yeah, that's just upsetting. Because this is a 2000, a real Integra Type R. And this fucker sold, because it's unoriginal and it's got all that hack job shit in it, this sold on July 25th of 2016 for 10 grand flat. Like 10 grand. If you would have just left it original, you would have got like 30 or 40 grand for it probably. Good God. I just don't understand. You went track car and you got the heaviest possible wheels on the planet. The stock DC5 Type S, 02 to 04 Type S wheels. They're heavy. Like they're 16s. Why not go with a lightweight 15? You know. I mean, fuck, you could have just bought some 15-inch RPF ones if you're trying to go lightweight and cheap. I just don't get it. It looks horrible. I'm a critic. I'm a dreamer. Old school says, ooh, gross. Cameron says, will work fine. Awesome. Thanks, Broke. That says, never. I'll just buy another B18C. That's right. Well, it's because the DC2 Type R is rare, man. Old school says that's what Danny DC2 did to his. K-swapped it. Was his a DC2 Type R, or was it just like an Integra? Just like a run-of-the-mill Integra. GS, GSR, LS, whatever the fuck. Because, like, honestly, I don't think it's like the end of the world if you have like just like a common Integra, 2-door or 4-door, and you put a K-swap in it. Obviously, that's going to be a fast car, but like leave the Type R, leave the Type R to B series, leave it to the B18C. I just don't get the whole K-swap a unicorn thing. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. It's like cutting the horn off a unicorn, man. It just doesn't make sense. But maybe that's just me. Maybe we're purists. I don't know. Who fucking knows? Old school says, I think it's a Type R. Type R, I think, but I'm not sure. Hey, I guess if you buy it, you can do what you want with it. Something about it, though, man. It's a rare car. It's like less than 1,000 of them out there per year. It's like, dude, just leave it the way it is. It's fucking fine. I mean, I can understand taking the B18C and building it, you know, better pistons or fully building the motor, or, you know, upgrading transmission like with synchros, or, you know, a better LSD or whatever. But like, it takes the fun out of B series, a rare B series motor. That's just me though. What the fuck? Good God. Who the hell are all these new people? Joanna, Pakistan. Dave, we like raids your channel. Erez Baraz, whatever the fuck that says. Dave, we like raid. Good God. What is happening? Yeah, for real. What the fuck just happened? Russian bots, dude, I feel ya. Let's get these fools out of here. Dude, what is up with all this fucking Middle Eastern fucking spam? Get this shit out of here. All right, I think we got all of them. Good God. Brooke, that says, can you boot these tarts? Best response ever. Pump pussy. What are you doing here? If you ain't here to talk about Hondas, get the fuck out. King Trey's here. What up, Trey? How you doing, man? Good God. That was unexpected. We got like 5 people in here all talking about Hondas. Then we got Dave was here. Dave Raid. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That is wild style. The internet is a cesspool. King Trey says, good. How about you? Kicking it, man. Fucking about to start crunching orders on these parts. It's got the ye old part list, part numbers, all that shit wrote out. Christian's crunching numbers. Eric says, that's why we got 5 wrenches, bitches. Old School says, I got a couple of them too. What the fuck? For real though. I mean, usually we get like 1 or 2, but dude, there was like 6 of them that just popped up. Shit went from 5, or no, like 8 of them. If you ain't here to talk about music or art or fucking cars, get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Old School says, for real though, Eric. King Trey says, oh, okay, cool. How about you, man? What's going on in your world? What is going on in your world? Boo, yeah. Old School says they came in wild style, dog. Yeah, for real. I give no fucks. Give him the boot. Give him the wrench. Booyah. King Trey says nothing about to go to football practice in a minute. Hell yeah, dude. Wait, you're the kid that was saying like you play basketball and football, right? That was you, right? Sometimes I lose track of who's who. Other than the usuals, you know. The regulars. King Trey says, yeah, gotcha. Hell yeah. But yeah, definitely getting excited. What the hell did Christian say? He said, which parts did he say were back up? Eminem and B Rev. Okay, cool. So let me put a just put a star next to that, star next to that, and a star next to that. So these bottom 3, and the banner, the rear lower arm bar, and the BR rev limiter. I'm debating on that BR system. Like, it's totally not necessity at all. I mean, even the lower arm bar, I guess you could say that's not necessity either. Or the windshield banner. I'm just not sure. Cameron says Throbber's putting up clickbait videos now. Is he really? I honestly haven't even been watching Throb's content anymore. Ever since he got rid of the Type R. I mean, I'm not even a huge fan of the Type R, but the channel just kind of I mean, I think he's a nice guy. I think him and Chris are nice people and everything, but I just don't watch his channel. I used to try to be supportive of it, but like something about it now, it doesn't reel me in, if that makes sense. Let's see what's going on in Throb land. Old school's laughing. Okay, so I'm assuming you're talking about this one that was 7 hours ago that says, my Civic Sport, it's gone. They loaded it on the truck, and then the thumbnail says, they took my Civic Sport. What happened to my car? Here, let's take a field trip. Let's see what clickbait is happening now.
Well, good afternoon, everybody.
How y'all doing? Pretty good here.
Welcome to the channel. Today is Honda Civic Sport Pickup Day. We have a shipper coming, should be here any minute, to pick up the Honda Civic to transport it to Texas. So once he gets here, I'll show you the truck and hopefully the loading process, all of that.
Dude, this is complete clickbait. My Civic Sport is gone, loaded on the truck. He's acting like, you know, it got towed away, or he's like, you know, they repoed it or something. Like, you're moving to Texas. Like, why clickbait us?
Okay. Get the truck out here now. All right. Yeah, I run a YouTube channel, so I'm filming, so I'm going to put it on there. So I hope you don't mind.
Dude, this is clickbait to the max. Eric says, ha ha ha, to trade it for a black Type R. I traded my Civic Sport hatch to get a blue Type R. Then I traded in my blue Type R to get a gray Civic Sport hatch. And then I traded my gray Civic Sport hatch to get a black Type R.
Survey, I guess.
I am not a big fan.
Shouldn't be a nick on it, I don't think. If you find something, let me know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, about this. This is clickbait as fuck.
Driver, it'll be delivered Friday, so big thumbs up. Click that subscribe button.
Dude, this is exactly where I don't want my channel going. I don't care about subscribers, guys. I really don't. Cameron says, definite downgrade he made. Eric says, that's right. Old school says, never really watched their shit or the other dude with all them guns and shit. Oh, Gear Runner, yeah. I mean, dude, like, they're nice people. Like, you know, they're totally nice people and everything, but like their content. See, there was this whole thing going on where like everyone was subbing everyone just because like we're all in the live chat or the streams and stuff. Like, oh, you subscribe to my channel and I'll subscribe to your channel, but you don't necessarily like the content. You know, you don't sub for the sake of subbing, like because you like the content. You're just subbing because someone subbed you, like an empty sub basically, and that doesn't feel right to me. You know, I don't want to sub to you unless your content is like the shit for me. You know what I mean? Like I watch it and I'm like, ooh, I can't wait for another HondaVLOGS recap or another fucking Young Static video or another fucking, you know, whatever video, Hunter Tune video or whatever. You know, it's like, if I'm just like, okay, blah. You know what I mean? It's empty. It doesn't feel. It's like being friends with people you at work or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, we're all in this YouTube ocean and you're just like subbing everyone just because like, yeah, we're all here. Like, does that make sense? Like, imagine like you guys have jobs or something like Eric, you know, you're doing, you know, installing sprinklers. Like, are you friends with everyone at your work? There's probably people at your work. You're like, you're whack. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I mean, when I used to work at slinging pizzas, doing fucking pizza delivery, I definitely didn't like everybody I worked with, hands down. Hardly any of them I liked, honestly. There's like, out of 10 people I worked with, there was probably like 3 that I thought were homies. And then the other 7 were like, Old school says, Gear Runner, that dude, yeah, don't watch them either. Not feeling their content. Eric says, applause, laughing. You just gotta do it. Cameron says that was one of Throbber's videos. That's, yeah, the suborgy. Like, Something about it. Oh, let's see. Christian messaged me. Let's see. Eric says, "Oh, there are a few. I will beat their ass if I work with them, so they don't send me with them." That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I think they're nice people. Like when I've talked to them, like, you know, like Kristen and Throb seem nice. Gear seems nice and everything, but it's just like, you know, apples and oranges, I guess. I don't know. Like the whole, pretty much the whole reason I subscribed to Throb was the live streams. You know, I thought the live streams were kind of funny. You know, they were fun. They were fun to go to or watch, and you know, the interaction basically. But then like the content wasn't really my thing. You know, I was like, oh, you like Tacomas and Tundras, and yeah, you have a Type R, so like, okay, at least you have a Honda, so you know, might be a newer Honda, might not be my Honda, but you know, you like Hondas at least. But then, you know, trades that, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna get a Civic Sport hatch and make it my own. Well, you could have made the Type R your own, you know what I mean? You could have modded it out and fixed it up, and you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of silly. Like, that's like if I didn't like the RSX the way it is, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna trade it for like a DC2, and I'm gonna make that my own, or something like that along those lines. Like, dude, you can make any car your own. You can get a custom paint job. You could get new interior if you don't like the interior. You can soup up the motor. You can get different wheels. Like, you know what I mean? Just I don't know. That's just me. And the whole car-itis thing too. Like, you know, he's going through cars like hotcakes, you know? Dude, Christian's crunching numbers, man. Let's see. Cameron says, got no choice, but like everyone at work, only 4 employees and the boss. Old school says, yeah, no such thing as friends at work, bro. We're there to work, not to socialize unless you're already friends. Then I get that. Or it's a small shop and everybody gets along. Cameron says, been working with the same guys about 14 years now. Damn. Yeah, that's kind of how the shop is. My pop's body shop. It's definitely that tight knit. Everybody pretty much gets along for the most part. And if they don't get along, they usually don't hack it. There's something wrong with them basically. And they get expendable for sure. Dude, there used to be this guy over there, this like a maintenance cleanup guy who would mop the floors and, you know, do this, do that, sweep and shit, right? They called him Buddha. He wasn't fat. He wasn't like a Buddha or anything, but they just called him Buddha. And the dude was like 6'6", and he looked like a serial killer. And literally, he had something wrong with him. I don't know what the hell he had wrong with him. Something mentally wrong. So one day, he wasn't doing his job or something like that. He wasn't like doing maintenance or anything. Like he would move cars around and stuff. So there was like this, there was a couple SUVs that had navigation touch screens in them. This motherfucker was like off his meds or something like that, and he fucking took his fist and just ran it through the fucking navigation screens. Like the two screens, like they're factory parts, they're like $600 or $700 a pop. He broke like 2 or 3. I think he broke 2 of them. And my pop got in the car like to look at it because some lady was like, my navigation screen is like busted, right? So my pop was like, you know, what the fuck did you do? And he wouldn't say anything. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, I know you moved that car out to the parking lot when we had it ready, and that fucking screen wasn't busted. And he was pissed off about something, like he wasn't doing his job right or something like that. My pop was like, you need to get your shit together. You're gonna get the fuck out of here. So he was pissed off at my pop and literally just like fucking hit the screen and tried to act like it never happened. He got fired. Christian's a fucking savage. I sent Christian the Spoon Sports steering wheel link, and he goes, okay, so you just want the little leather swatch that's attached to the steering wheel, like this thing. That. He's like, you just want that, right? Let's see. Old School says, good shit, Camo. 14 years putting in work. Eric says, been with the same company for 8 years now. My first job, I was there 7 years. Damn. Longevity, man. That job security. Cameron says, I describe my work like a fishbowl. Either you fit in or get eaten. Seen many income go over the years. One guy lasted a day. A day. A day. That's crazy. Cameron says, first job I had was there 9 years. Second job about 9 again, and 14 years of current job. Eric says, if you don't have thick skin at my work, you will do one of 2 things: sit in the corner and cry, or quit. Just like, they made fun of me. They called me Jesus. Old School says, Chris is clowning, trying to say you can't afford it or what? No, he's like just like fucking with me. We were going through these parts lists. He's like, all right, so you want the one with red stitching? And I'm like, yes, sir. And I sent him a link, and then he's like, okay, so you just want the little leather swatch. He's just fucking with me. Christian's funny as fuck. Christian is a savage. We love to call each other Puto. He's like, what up, Puto? I'm like, you Puto, Puto. Eric says, that's right. Cameron says, same in mine, Eric. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck, I left my GoPro in the car. I fucked up. You know I fucked up, right? Oh, shit. Well, that's not a cigarette. I didn't put a fucking tube on the end of it. I fucked up. You know I fucked up, right? Banging out 6. Like they owe me money, because they do. For all y'all that haven't seen what Justin David sent me, he sent me a very peculiar sticker that I probably would never put on my car, even if you paid me money. But fucking baby on board sticker. That's right. That's right. It's literally the only place I could think of to put it. Let's see. Old School says, sometimes there's just some crybabies at work who just can't hang. Eric says, do I dare take the crew in today? Do I dare take the crew in to daycare to get one of my kids? That's right. We in daycare, giving no F's. I'll tone it down. I like popsicles. Woo. Let's play Twister. Say a bunch of stuff that would sound normal to a bunch of little children. You want to play Legos? Let's play Legos. Legos, woo! You guys seen the new Transformers movie? Woo! I want a juice box. Just only like banter that would fit in at a daycare. I gotta go pee pee. My shoe's untied. Tie my shoe. Old School says, Too funny shades, baby on board. Baby on motherfucking board. See. Old School says, it's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. Put that cookie down. That little girl in that fucking movie, she's like, I don't want to be a policeman. I want to be a princess. I'm a princess. He's like, put the toy back. Motherfucker loses his shit. Motherfucking Mr. Kimball out this bitch. Cameron says, funny fucker. Eric says, say whatever you want. Give no fucks. They're going to learn it one day. Cameron says, girls have a vagina, boys have a penis. That shit is funny. Eric says, shit, my son already knows. That's right. How do you differentiate and tell him, like, you can't say those words at school, you will get in trouble. Don't do it. Because I remember my first day of kindergarten, I said the word damn. Because some kid had dude, this is how you know narcs exist. This is how you know people are snitches. Sitting at my little kindergarten table. There's like a little girl here, another kid here, and two other boys here. We're all sitting at a table. So it's this kid's birthday on the first day of school, and like his mom brought in cupcakes and they had candles. And this is back in the day when you could have a cigarette lighter in school, like we didn't, but the teacher, she lit the candles or whatever. Now everything's like so safeguarded. So we all had cupcakes and they lit the candles, and they're like, all right, now everyone blow out the candles for Zachary or whoever the fuck, right? So we blow out the candles, and literally we pull out our candles, and I touched it too far at the top and it burned my hand. I said, ow, this damn thing's hot. It's like literally what I said, these damn things are hot or something like that. Literally every other child at the fucking table I'm sitting at is like, oh, and I'm like, what? They're like, you said bad word. You said the D word. I'm like, dude, we're 4. Like, fuck you. How about that? That's what I was thinking. I was like, damn. I was like, damn's not a bad word. I was like, fuck is a bad word. Like, that's how I felt inside. I was like, shit is a bad word. Bitch is a bad word. That's the words we're not supposed to say. So then they're all going, oh, like fucking harmonizing like the Temptations out this bitch. Oh, oh, oh. Everyone's awing and shit. He said bad word. And the teacher comes over to me like, Anthony, what did you say? And I'm like, I said, damn. She was like, you know, you're not supposed to say that word. And I was like, I meant like beaver dam. Like, I just like rolled that out. I was like, I meant like beaver dam. Old school says, damn, Shades, you still remember kindergarten. Shit, I can't remember shit from kindergarten. It's like a dream, bro. Yeah, dude, like, I have a really good memory. I'm not even joking you. Like, almost like a fucking elephant or something like that. I can remember, even before kindergarten, I can remember when I was like 3 or 4. And like, up until then, like, basically from like age 1 to like 3.5 or 4, like early 4. Can't really remember much of that at all. Super hazy, fuzzy. Don't, you know, super just not cognitive. But then, yeah, definitely remember kindergarten. I remember the first day of kindergarten, I went in the wrong classroom. I'm sitting in the classroom for like 20 minutes. And then they're like, all right, roll call. First day of kindergarten. They don't call my name. Like, my name's fucking Anthony Wade. So like, it's to the end, you know, it's not like, you know, Anthony Abraham, like the first name or some shit. So I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes. There's like 30 kids in this class. And they're like doing this thing where like they come to you and do roll call. And then you're like, well, tell us a little bit about yourself. So like, that was like 30 minutes into class. So they don't say my name. And I'm just like sitting there and she's like, your name wasn't called. Like, why didn't you say here? I'm like, you didn't call my name. And I was in the wrong classroom for like 30 minutes. And she like walked me to the classroom I was supposed to be in, and it was mad awkward because like everyone's like, well, who the fuck are you? And then that shit happened. And I was like, dude, fuck school. School sucks. That was my first day of kindergarten. That's some crazy shit right there. That's like 25 years ago almost. That's some wild shit. Old school says beaver dam, dying laughing. Dude, I just found it. Dude, I was like, this is how you know snitches exist, man. I'm 5 years old and I'm getting snitched on for saying damn. Old school says ages ago. Eric says, yeah, a really long time ago. Cameron says it's all just like memories now. For real though, man. But yeah, that's how you know snitches exist. When you're 4 or 5 and you get snitched on for saying damn because you burned your hand. It's like, dude, are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? Because like in my household, I grew up with my grandparents raising me. So like, if you know my granddad, he's a give no fucks kind of guy. He's not one of those type of dudes. It's like, oh, you can't curse around the youngsters. He totally cursed around the youngsters. He gave no fucks. And it's what shaped me to be the Shades Wade I am today, man. I'd probably be some pussy church motherfucker if I hadn't heard motherfucker when I was like 4. We used to ride to the dump to go take trash because like we didn't have trash service. We just, you know, took our trash to the dump. Like we had a bunch of trash. So we'd ride in this red pickup truck to the dump every Saturday or Sunday. And literally people drive crazy. So like people would cut off my pop in this pickup truck. It'd cut him off and he would be like, somebody beat the horn at him. He'd be like, blow that horn, motherfucker. So literally I'm riding with my grandma and my great grandmother one day in the car and somebody beeps the horn and like I go, blow that horn, motherfucker. And they like both look in the back at the kid in the baby seat and they're like, what did you say? I said, honey says it when we go to the dump. They were like fucking dumbfounded, dude. They were just like, they're like, oh shit, he's like a tape recorder. He just said, blow that horn, motherfucker. Old school says, wait, hold on. Eric says like 90 for me. Cameron says 1975/76. Old school says late 80s for me. Shit, can't even remember what year. Eric says, ha ha ha. Cameron says, damn, I feel so fucking old now. Dude, you're at that middle road, man. You're halfway through your life, but dude, kicking it. You got a supercharged DC 5.5K, man. You're good to go. Age ain't shit. I mean, yeah, we feel old. I mean, dude, I'm 29. I definitely feel old compared to when I was 19. I was jumping off roofs on skateboards and shit and getting mad hammered, fucking all these bitches, and now living this fucking 29-year-old hermit car fucking builder fucking lifestyle. It's definitely different, you know. It's a lot less action. Should probably get out there and get more action. Try to make myself feel young again. Because in retrospect, I'm not old at all. I mean, 29 is not old. 30 is like the new 20, basically. But yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. We feel old, but we could always be older. You know, like you're 47, Cam. I think you said you're 47. Imagine if you're 67. That would be old. Imagine you're 77 when you're 67. You're like, damn, I wish I was 67. My fucking hip hurts. Old school says age is just a number. Still feel like I'm in my 20s, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's all about that mentality, you know? I mean, I definitely don't feel like a grown-up. I'm 29. I don't feel like a grown-up. What is a grown-up? Do you guys remember when you were young? You're like, it's like Joe Rogan says in that skit. He's like, do you guys know about when you were a kid and you were like, I can't wait to be a grown-up. Like, it'll all be different. Like, one day I'll be a grown-up and things will make sense. They'll be different. Then you grow up and you're like, dude, it's like nobody knows. Like, we're all just going through life like fucking kids. Like, we act like we're not, but we don't control anything. We don't control the fucking universe. Like, remember when you, like, literally you thought like there were actual grown-ups. Like, you were like, I'm a kid, you're a grown-up. That shit is fucking, it's like non-existent. It's a gimmick. We're all just a bunch of babies. I don't know. That's just me. I sympathize with Joe Rogan. He's a smart motherfucker. Eric says, that's right, old. I'm the same way when I try shit that I used to do and can't. Old school says, I'm 40, bro, and I still feel young. Cameron says, that's it, bro. Right? Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, my mind feels young. My body feels a little old just because I've abused the shit out of it over the years, you know what I mean? Jumping off shit, busting up your knees, skateboarding, breaking ankles, breaking wrists, breaking fingers, you name it. I fucked it up. So, I don't know. I don't know where this conversation's going. Old. What is old? I mean, dude, my fucking grandma's 74, and she probably has more spirit than me. How fucked up is that? I'm probably older than she is. She's a wild styler. Eric says same, but never broke a bone that I know of. Well, I've never been to the hospital. I've never had a cast on. Anything I fractured or like, you know, broke, I just dealt with it. I don't know how, maybe a high tolerance for pain or something like that, but literally, I never had to get a cast. I fucking broke my ankle. I just fucking gimped around on that shit. I'm not even joking. I was doing some skateboard tricks. I was going Tony Hawk out this bitch down a 9-stair. Fucking was going off a 9-stair and did a kickflip, caught it, kicked it out, and then fucking landed and rolled my ankle, and just my ankle was like fucking purple and fucking 4 times the size. I was like, you know what? This really hurts really bad. And guess what? I'm not going to the hospital. Fuck that. I don't want crutches. I just like gimped around. Cameron says old was like 20. Old school says never broke a bone either, and I rode bikes and skateboards too. Fuck yeah. Oh. Cameron says my body feels old after working all these years. Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, you're getting to the 50 mark, so that's like even like life expectancy. I mean, you could make it to 100, but more reasonably or feasible would be like 80. If you make it over 80, that's a good life. You know what I mean? So like you're at the over the halfway part probably. But I mean, as long as you keep it in your mind that you're still young and all that stuff, or like, you keep a good mindset, it's all downhill. That's just my take on it. As the older I get, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not 20 anymore. That's for damn sure. But like, it's hard to put into words. How do you even put shit like this into words? Cameron says, like my mom, the 73-year-old car chick. That's what I'm saying. Your mom's 73, my grandmom's 74. Fucking, I mean, she has a good time. I mean, yeah, she's got a heart condition. She's got diabetes, but like, she doesn't let it weigh her down. She's cool as fuck. I mean, I'll put it to you this way. It was her whole idea. Like, I was just going to keep the car blue because, like, I figured we weren't going to repaint it. And I definitely damn sure wasn't thinking about getting the rear seats reupholstered to be red to match the front Recaros because that sounds mad expensive. But, like, those were her ideas because, like, she's a car person, She loves cars. She's like, let's go the extra mile. I'm like, fuck yeah. I mean, that wasn't in my budget, but if you want to contribute and support the build with your idea, that's fucking dope. She's like, fuck that blue car. We're painting it silver. I'm like, yes. Sounds great. Cameron says, I had minor fractures over the years. 3 years ago, I busted my forearm practically in two. Ugh. That's horrible. That is no bueno. The tumbler has been polished off. Y'all. That's the best thing this thing's used for is on the go. But if you're at home, just fill the bitch up to the brim. Bring it up here with your cup. You don't got to keep going downstairs for that shit. Coffee. Oh my God. Let's see. Old School says, I'm just starting to feel my age on my body. Just found out about high blood pressure and shit. That's what makes me feel old. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. Cameron says, most of my mates range between 20 to 30-ish. George Bonnie's here. What up, George? Hi, guys. How you doing, man? How the fuck are you, George? Dude, I'm still kind of dumbfounded by what the fuck was that like Russian Middle Eastern bot shit that just happened? I didn't even like process that. It went from 5 people to 13 people in like 8 seconds. Like, what the fuck is that? Not quite sure. Pretty weird. Pretty fucking weird. Cameron says, hey, George. Old School says, what up, George? George says, what's up with you, Shades? I'm good, dude. Well, today we are crunching numbers. We got the parts list. Got the part number, suggested price, where it's coming from, et cetera, et cetera. So these bottom 3 with stars, if excluding those, everything above it, Christian's running a price for me. And then the M&M Honda banner, the rear lower arm bar, and the BR red limiter I'm going to get. I'm going to have to order those myself because he can't get those for me. But the total oil pump chain, timing chain, tensioner, K-tune shifter with shifter stops, the spoon steering wheel, the hub, and the spoon thermostat, he can get all those for me. That's what I'm talking about. Old School says, that was crazy, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this? For real, though. For real, though. Oh, and another thing, I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but the laptop I got, it's been having issues. Old School says fucking Trolls was coming wild style. George says sweet, one hell of a list. Yeah, I feel you, man. A lot of money. Everything on that list comes out to about $2,100. And it's within the budget because I got about let's say I got like $7,100 left. $7,100 or $7,200 left. What it comes down to is I need to save $5,000. I need to save $5,000 for the K20A swap and the Recaros. So like K20A swap is $4,300. That's what they're asking. The Recaro is like $1,000. So that's $5,300. I'm gonna offer them $5,000. That's what I'm gonna offer them. So that leaves me with about $2,200, and the parts on this list $2,077, basically $2,100. So that's right at the budget, you know, tapped out. Then the labor and the custom red carpet and the custom rear red seats, that's not on my budget because my mom wanted to do that, you know. And the paint's not really going to cost us anything, and bodywork's not going to cost us anything, but labor, carpet, and rear seats, that's kind of like her contribution to the build because she wants it to be the best it can be. So that's super fucking awesome. Super stoked for that. It's really awesome when your family takes a fucking an interest, a financial interest, and just like financial support in your build. Like they believe in it. Because like I was like, oh, I mean, I don't even need rear seats. I'll just, you know, run no rear seats. And she was like, well, it looks so much better if you had, you know, it basically started with, she was like, well, what about the rear seats? Like, where do you get the red seats from? I was like, they don't have red seats. They came with red Recaros in the front and black suede with red stitching in the back. She was like, well, why not? How about you just get red seats made? I'm like, that'd be like mad expensive. And I was like, you know, I was talking about getting the red custom carpet made for the left-hand drive because if I get Type R carpet, it's for a right-hand drive swap. It'll look really weird. It won't look right. Old School says, so what are you doing today, Shades? Anything planned for the DC5 on the agenda? No, nothing really planned. Might go for a drive maybe. Other than that, that's about it. Because like basically where we're getting is ordering shit, gathering all the parts up, and then pretty soon here we're gonna pull the motor out of the car, which isn't, you know, it's not too hard. And once we get the motor pulled, we're gonna paint the engine bay satin silver first, then get the K20A swap in. We'll go to J-Spec and we'll get the seats and the motor swap, and essentially. And before that, I got to send off my K-Pro unit too. I got to get my K-Pro unit refurbished. $150, not too bad. But fucking get K-Pro here, get the engine out, paint the bay, get the new engine in, situate and make sure the car runs mechanically sound all together, and then from there finish up the rest of the body and paint work. And then probably while that's all getting done, we'll take the carpet and the rear seats out, take them to the upholsterer, get the red carpet made and the red seats made, and you know, basically from there, once we get the engine in, the silver engine bay is already done. Engine in, body and paint work, and then the last final step will be buttoning together the interior and getting all the get the red carpet in first, get the red seats in, get the K-tune shifter in, the steering wheel, and then swap over my my M&M Honda rear strut tower and C-pillar bar and all that stuff, you know. I'm still deciding on what suspension, if I'm just going to run my new speed suspension, you know, the way I had it. Not sure, because the A-Spec suspension isn't too bad, honestly, but I feel like the car should be lowered some from stock height, you know. Debatable, you know, debatable. Let's see. George says, very cool. Old School says, did you find out where it's leaking coolant from? Honestly, it had to either come from the overflow or the banjo clamp around the valve cover breather. One of the two, because it's not leaking coolant like it was. Like when I had it parked over at the shop, I was there for like 30 minutes. There was a long trail of coolant. And now I went outside yesterday and I checked underneath the car, and it's back to the status of there's like a circle of just a little bit of coolant or water or whatever. So it's like, it's really bizarre. It's not like a you can find it type problem. Like I don't understand where the hell it's leaking from. One of the hoses must be like dry rotted or something like that. It must be like porous. So yeah, definitely annoying. I don't like when my car leaks anything, you know. I'm glad it's not leaking oil, but yeah, it's definitely kind of annoying. George says, what an epic build. Really cool to see it in progress. Yeah, I wish I could film more for you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I haven't really. I mean, I've shown y'all me getting in the car, critiquing it, installing, you know, friggin' stereo and a fucking Type R hazard button. And, you know, that's about it. And I've got the intake on. I didn't even bother doing a. What the fuck's on my shirt? What is this? It's a piece of fuzz. Get out of here. Get the fuzz away. But yeah, I didn't even bother doing a disassembly of the stock intake box and the AEM V2 on there, because it's just, you know, it's an intake, you know what I mean? It's not a big deal. I wish I would have got some footage of the fuel pump assembly install, going over troubleshooting it. That would have been good footage. And then the ignition cylinder, that would have been a good video too. But the thing is, we didn't even end up needing to do it. Like, it didn't even work. If it would have worked, I would have filmed it, but it's like, it's too much of a letdown, you know? Like, when shit doesn't work, it doesn't make you want to release the video. You're like, fuck this. This sucks. Just keep deleting footage. Old School says, wonder what the problem is. I would suspect old dry rotted hoses that are porous, you know, not like slash, but you know what I'm saying? Like when a hose is like dry rotted and like liquid will get through it at a certain temperature or like a certain pressure, and it'll just like seep through the hose because the hose is like porous. It's something like that, man. I swear. But yeah, it's definitely not leaking enough, or it's not low enough or leaking enough to get the low where the car's overheating by any means. Like that needle stays right at the middle. Old school says, all right, motherfucking Jesus, I'm out this bitch. Catch you later. Got to go handle some shit. Do your thing, man. George says, does your AC produce condensation any place? Do you mean inside the car or underneath the car? Like, what do you mean? Old school says, later, everyone. Have a great day. Eric says, heading home. Just got the other kid. The other shithead. George says, my Mitsubishi does it a lot, and it's new. Cameron says, later, old. George says, later, dude. Are you saying, like, underneath the car, or are you saying inside the car, like on the windshield or something? Oh, let's see. Old school says, catch you later on the live stream, Shades. Pound it and peace out. Oh, yeah, old school. Have a good one, man. George says, you said it's water underneath. Fucking, okay, so, like, let's say when we were over at the shop, I saw the big trail of coolant. We brought it in. We checked it for leaks. We had the car sitting inside, and there was only one little, like, penny-sized drop of coolant from underneath, right? But then next to it, like back behind the wheel, there was like a little puddle of just clear water. So like, you're right. It could be, maybe it's leaking like a little coolant, but you know, let's say the water, maybe it's a combo or something, because the AC compressor in the car was replaced. And yeah, I just don't know. I don't know, guys. It's fucking bullshit. But yeah, the reason I'm not really super worried about it is because we're getting a whole nother motor anyway. So like, all that shit will be addressed on the next motor. Cam says, keep an eye on the coolant level. George says some leaks are mysteries. Yeah, definitely going to keep an eye on the coolant level and stuff like that. But just weird, you know? Because the real, like, the whole way I keep an eye on, I mean, obviously check the coolant level manually, just like look at it and see if it's there. That's one way to check. But if your car's not overheating at all, like the motor, the engine coolant temperature gauge isn't moving, it's on cold start, it's on cold, then it heats right up and gets to middle and it stays there. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it hasn't fluctuated any whatsoever. Like if you busted a radiator hose and coolant started spraying out, that engine coolant temperature thing would go right to hot. You know what I mean? I've had that happen before. I busted a radiator hose, instantly pulled over, like instantly. Just not sure, man. I wish I had all y'all motherfuckers here in town. That would be some shit. Have a whole garage full of motorheads, Honda heads. That'd be dope as fuck. We would already have that motor out. We'd already fucking be DAing down the bay to get it ready for paint. Shit would already be painted. Yeah, Cameron says clear water would have been from the AC. What do you think? That's just condensation, or do you think that's a leak? I feel like it would just be condensation, probably. Or maybe they didn't do up a hose or a line right or something like that. I don't know. Not quite sure. Let's see. Christian message me. Be y'all. Let's see. George says, I hate trying to fix or even diagnosing AC problems. The better the AC works, the more condensation it will create. That is true. Yeah, my the AC in the car definitely works decent. It's not amazing, but it's not bad at all. Somewhere in the middle. So, true story. I mean, for it being a year old, it definitely doesn't feel like super cold like it should. I mean, I'd have to run it some more. It could be because it's hot outside and, you know, sit in stop and go traffic, you know. Let's see. Dennis Gear says, fuck AC because race car. Well, yeah, if you're going full race car, but yeah, I don't know where you live, but you need AC. True story. I can understand getting rid of maybe power steering, but AC, if you have a fast car and it has AC, it's hands down better than just a track car with no carpet, no fucking one seat, no back seat, and fucking no AC. It's just, I'm going 50-50 with my build. I'm going half daily driver, half track ready. You know what I mean? Trackable. Then it says South Carolina and it's hot as fuck here. Yeah, so why wouldn't you want AC? You're going to want AC, man, I'm telling you. It's the little things in life that count. I mean, you could say windows down gang or some shit like that, but it's still hot outside. So you're just getting hot, windy air, basically. George says, I follow Leaks Auto Repair on YouTube. He's pretty interesting if you get time to check him out, Shades. Word. Do it right now. Give no fucks. Leaks Auto Repair. Or maybe you mean Lee's Auto Repair. Is that what you mean? Cam says, I got to get out of bed and get ready for work, but I just really want to go back to sleep. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find this, channel, Cam, but I'm not sure. Leaks Auto. Leak Auto Repair. Okay, it's Leak. Leaka. Leak. Let's see what he's got. God damn, she's got a lot of videos. It's so Volvo, I say. Okay, so this is more run across the board type stuff. Right off the rip, I really can't stand the thumbnails. It's like the same big, bold fucking font. Just trying to reel you in. Let's see. But yeah, it looks like he's got a lot of Sunday work, engine removal, how to use an AC vacuum pump, how to remove wheel locks, how to bleed a cooling system. Yeah, so it's like more like just like run of the mill, just like general shit. George says, that's what I did today. Cam took the day off. Dennis says, no AC in the soul. It's not the daily, though. Gotcha. Cam said, still got to have AC in the street / track car. That's what I'm saying. It's nice amenity. Because, I mean, it's not like you have it on while you're racing. It's not killing your power while you're racing. Just turn the shit off. You know what I mean? Like, how much power does it rob you to have AC installed in your car, but it's not on, it's not engaged? You know what I mean? What are you losing, like 5 or 10 horsepower, maybe? George says, yeah, I don't know if you'll like it. Not much Honda shit, but if you're a young dude that wants to learn, he is entertaining. Yeah, it looks like good, like run of the mill, just like across the board, just like general mechanic type stuff. So that's good, you know. Dennis says weight savings. I feel you, but I don't. There's other ways to save weight. Take out the sound deadening. Take out your fucking spare tire. Take out, get lighter wheels. Get lighter exhausts. Get Get lighter everything. Take out, if you have an RSX, take out the stock Bose system. That's about 10 pounds lighter. Because let's say AC system, you know, you take it out, what are you saving? 30 pounds maybe? 30 pounds is a lot. Yeah, take a shit too, like lose weight, you know? Like let's say people are all about weight savings, but let's say they're a 300-pound driver. Get a fucking diet. Get down to 200 pounds. You just saved 100 pounds. For real, though. Cam says, Saturday morning here, my dog got up on the bed and pushing me out, taking over the bed. Hogging for the covers. For real, though. Yeah, it looks like he's got some good videos. How to remove C's brake line fittings. Good AC readings for when you're recharging. Honda and Acura crank bolt removal. Talking shit in freestyles. Yeah, I'll have to check them out, though. B to the yaw. But yeah, guys, that's about it for today. Might stream a little bit later. Might not. Who knows? We'll see. I know me and Eric are about to probably play some Fortnite. Am I right, Eric? I don't know if you're still here or not, Eric. Am I right? And George says, that's the dog's bed cam. You just sleep in it. That's right. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all your chatting, your comments, your support. We'll keep this shit going. Hopefully get some more progress going. I'd like to get this fucking motor yanked out by, you know, at least next week. I need to get it yanked out pretty soon. So get motor out, get the engine bay prepped and painted, get the K20A in, then get the rest of the paint and body work done while we're waiting for the red carpet to be made in the back seats, and et cetera, et cetera. Tie all the loose ends up and be good to go, you know? So keep posted. I'll keep y'all posted. And y'all have a good weekend. Be y'all.